My name is Aditi Ramesh Jadhav. I am from Project Batch. My today's topic is non-technical and the subject name is why should we save the environment? The environment is the most of um, the important part of our life means human beings life because there is a lots of the things are dependent on the environment. So for the living the human being, we want three things like food, shelter, and air. The air is a part of environment. There is a lots of pollutions in air, pollutions in environment like air pollutions, soil pollution, soil pollution, voice pollution, and another one. So that is the very harmful for the human being or the human beings, and also another animals and other things. That is the the environment is a very important part of the our life. For the living, the oxygen is most important. Most important, but the nowadays we can cutting the trees where from the oxygen is comes, but for the our for making buildings, roads, we can cut the trees. That is the most full for the animals for the living, and also oxygen for the human beings and other living things. So oxygen is a most important part of the our life, comes from the environment. So from our side, like we can cut trees by our hands. So that is the very harmful. Harmful. And another thing is for the food, there is lots of pollution in a soil also. We can use many medicines on this soil, but there is a increase the soil pollution. So soil is also not giving their perfect product. So that is the also important part. Important soil is also important part of our environment, that we can depicted. Uh, so so uh, and another thing is air pollution. Air pollution is also important, harmful disease, like we can use the motorcycles, cars. So there is a lots of air pollution made by them. So there is a lots of give the natural air in our body. So we can decrease this air pollution less using of the motorcycle or car bikes. So that is the also important rule. So environment is definitely dependent on we are definitely dependent on environment. If environment is clear, so we can easily live here. But the fault in environment, so we cannot live properly. So that is a very important, that you can save the trees, decrease the air pollutions, decrease the air pollutions for our living, properly, our living properly. So that is the very important. So that is the reason we should save the environment. This is all about we should save the environment. Thank you.